famous for that ad, oh, Mr. Hart. So here we are, we're at the New South Wales border. We've got good different adventures back there, so we've been now Queensland, Northern Territory, Western Australia, South Australia, and now into New South Wales. Got a few stickers on the board here, different people, different places. Max Trax Army. Yeah. Get a couple of photos. So there you have it. Our adventure continues. So we're in Broken Hill and we've just come down to Bill's Milk Bar. So if you go back in time, the milk bars are the old go for a milkshake and all that sort of stuff. And they have soda fountain drinks, spiders. Remember the old spiders with ice cream in the drinks and that?
Yeah.
So when we were here a couple of years ago, in 21, we actually came in and I think I actually had a Coke spider or a raspberry spider or something like that. But
yep.
Today we're going to go in and we're going to have a bit of a milkshake and have a bit of a look around, but we'll take you in. So this is the front of it, and there it is there, Bill's Milk Bar, fruit, milk, soda drinks. Alright, so it's like back in the days, so we'll go on in and we'll have a bit of a squiz. How cool is this? Very rusty stuff. It's like an old museum. Anyway, we'll go through and have a look. The old jukebox. It's like an old record player, an old wireless radio. We'll go on in. Check the old lounge out. Got a lampshade in the corner. The old ashtray, have a go at that, would you? I think you used to push these and they'd spin. Oh no, that comes off. Further through. A couple of old wirelesses. Some old photos. Old kitchen appliances. Our milkshake machines. When I was a young kid, we used to have a cafe in Deniliquin, and yeah, we had these style in it. A couple old fridges. Geez, how would you go coping cooking back in the day? Look at the old toaster. If you had one of these, you pull it down and toast on the side, pops in. Pretty cool. We had a TV very similar to this. Ours was a Rankarina. I'm not sure what that is. It's just saying Healing Las Vegas. Right, but ours was very similar to that. We used to have the old rabbit ears up on top. For your reception, you'd sit there trying to tune it in. You'd be behind the TV moving it around. And someone in front saying, yep, got it. So yeah, pretty cool. Now a bathroom. So we'll go out and we'll have a look at the menu and see what sort of a milkshake I'm going to order. And yeah, we'll sit down and have something to snack on, I guess. So what I did was end up getting a Malteser thick shake with malt. Look how thick it is. Even comes with a spoon.
There was nobody here, but...
No, it wasn't no bags or anything.
So that you can actually eat it. Pretty cool, eh? So we've just arrived at the Broken Hill Cemetery, and we've come to have a look at Pro Hart's grave. Now, You all know he's famous for that ad, "Oh, Mr. Hart," and had the big dragonfly on the actual piece of carpet. So on his grave here, there is a very big dragonfly, and it says Pro Hart on the top of it. Kevin Charles Hart, Pro, born 30th of the 5th, 1928, passed away 28th of the 3rd, 2006, 77 years old. So for you artists, yeah, look how huge it is. I dare say it's a couple of different spots, because as you can see on the right, there's another spot there, so I dare say he's made it for his wife to be able to accommodate when she passes away. There you go. What do you reckon, Ross?
Pretty impressive.
There you have it, Pro Hart's grave. Left the Broken Hill Cemetery, and we've come down the main street of Broken Hill, and we're actually going to go into the old Palace Hotel. Now the Palace Hotel was the pub, one of the pubs that was in Priscilla. So there it is up there, very old pub, Palace Hotel. Now it has a bit of a quirky shop where it obviously sells all the stuff for the stuff like that. But they have a festival here in Broken Hill called the Broken Hill Festival, and yeah, you got one of those shops, I suppose, that sells all the stuff that those type of people want to wear. Mad Max. It's a hat for Dave. Here comes Dave now walking up the street, and I think he's going to come and buy one of those hats. So they have lots of memorabilia and lots of little bits of knickknacks to buy. Pretty cool shop. Check the hats out. Oh look, there's a helmet, a set of goggles. All the quirky little bits and pieces you could possibly want.
You stuff to go with the ram?
No, I actually just found a hat that you'd be coming in to buy. I've already beat you to the punch, but if you go outside and have a look through the window, you'll see a nice little cool one with goggles, mate. Right up your alley. In the hotel itself, and as you can see, there's bits and pieces, but I'll show you some of the murals up here. So that's the actual room, the Priscilla room. If the walls could talk, I reckon there'd be some awesome stories from this place. Check out the old wallpaper. The old carpet.
Finally home. I've been gone for too long. Standing here a while just to take it all in. Radio's playing our song. And then you stood there smiling at me, as so many times before.
So this is reception. Pretty cool lamp. And one of Dave's mates standing behind the counter.
I'll never wanna be away, leave you again.
So just looking at this, who painted the murals? Mario Soletto, the building's owner from 1970 to 2004, painted the copy of the Botticelli's Birth of Venus on the ceiling in 1980 and took him over 144 hours. He decided to run a competition in the Australian papers to pay somebody £1,000 to match his work. As the story goes, an unknown First Nation man named Gordon Way introduced himself and told Mario he was a painter and painted a landscape mural that night in front bar to prove his skills. Gordon mainly painted landscapes he was familiar with from around the Port Augusta and Central Australia region where he and his people were from. You'll notice that these landscapes take on a dreamlike quality as they all feature water, adding to the surreal nature of this building. These paintings were completed over a period of years and adorn all public areas of the ground, first and second floors, as well as one special accommodation room, the Priscilla Suite. The murals cover over some 500 square metres. The building was sold in 2009 and has undergone a slow process of reopening and sensitive renovations under the helm of passionate local family of Esther La Riviere, Selena La Riviere Nagus and Fisk Nagus. The building itself has an amazing history and a documentary is in production on its history. Short tours also conducted from the public and the inquiries can be made via reception. So there you go. They actually do tours of the hotel on a Tuesday. And it says here 4:30 p.m. every Tuesday. Guided tour will take you on a walk around the beautiful Heritage Palace Hotel and hear about its interesting history. It's about 30 minutes and it's $8.50 per person. Or $25 per family, 2 adults, 2 kids. So there you have it. What do you reckon?
It's a nice little pub. A lot of memorabilia.
A lot of history.
Yeah, here in Broken Hill, it's worth checking out.
If the walls could talk, you'd have some very interesting stories, I reckon.
You would do. So we've come for a drive up to the Miners' Memorial up at the lookout here in Broken Hill. Now, we were here a couple of years back and this cafe was still being in the process of being built and hadn't opened yet. Apparently it's opened since then and then closed again, but we're not sure really what's happening with it. This is the pathway out to the memorial. So if you haven't been up here before, they've made this nice walkway all the way to the memorial. Mining equipment displayed along the edges. So that's the car park looking over that way. You follow the pathway around past the cafe, up onto here, past all the other little mining equipment, and then into the memorial. A lot of little terminology explanations along the way, so stop and have a read if you're coming through. Tells you what things mean in mining terms. So like for the mill, for example, what concentrates are, what tailings are, what slimes are, what mullock is. Yeah, little things to read. And not only do you get to visit the Miners' Memorial, you also get an amazing view over Broken Hill.
So we're here at the Big Picture Chocolate Confectionery and the Mint. We'll come on in and we'll see if it's changed since we were here last. Yeah, make sure if you're in Broken Hill you come on in and have a bit of a look. They're also silversmiths, as you can see. They make a lot of jewellery out of the silver. So the big picture's 100 metres long and over 12 metres high. Took him over 2 years, all hours of the day and night, to cover the massive canvas, which is painted in acrylic in its highly realistic style. 300 tonnes of red earth are around the painting, 10 tonnes of rock and trees, scrubbed native to the area. It was opened in 2001. Entrance fee is $8.50 for adults, $7.50 for seniors and $4 for children. Well worth the money. They're actually real paintings done by Indigenous people. So the canvas actually gets pulled tight. It's got hydraulic things behind, which depending on the weather, whether it's warm or cold, it actually moves. So it's got a big machine behind it which keeps it nice and tight. Flinders Ranges. Looking out to Silverton and the Mundy Plains. The Barrier Ranges over in the far distance. Where we're going to go, to Cameron's Corner. Tibooburra, we're going there as well before we turn. Sculptures, we'll be there this afternoon. And there's an emu. Just got to watch Dave, he's a bit shy of emus at the moment. Lindy Lakes, the Mungo National Park, over in the distance. Broken Hill, and that's the mine where we were just up at. The line of load. But yeah, how cool is that? How cool are all these windmills for your garden?
So guys, we've just arrived at the Living Desert State Park out here, just outside of Broken Hill. Now the gates open in the morning at 8:30 a.m. and close at 6:30 p.m. Now we'll take you on in and we'll have a look at the sculptures. So we'll stop here at the entranceway. And then do your payment over here. So $10 per person, family of 2 adults, 2 children is $25. Annual pass is available from the council office. So I'm not sure it falls under the New South Wales Parks Pass. We'll have to have a look. I will take a brochure and I will let you know. So to pay, you use this machine right here. Press your button on what you want, what you need, family, single, concession, and then you press OK and you put your money in and you take your... There goes Skippy.
We have arrived at the living sculptures, and we're just going to go for a walk up now and have a bit of a look around. Roz has gone to set a tripod up, But I'll show you a few of the sculptures. We'll see whether they've changed in the last few years, but I doubt that they have. So the Broken Hill sculptures. So they're all members of the Sculpture Symposium. So there's a whole heap of different people all got up here and they all made different sculptures. So we've come for another drive, and what we've done is we've rocked up to the Pro Heart Gallery. All right, we come here back in 21. We're going to go inside. We'll have a bit of a look around. But he has a couple of his what are those cars? The Rolls Royces. He has a few Rolls Royces that he's painted, and one of them he's just covered in ants. But we'll take you in and we'll show you. And out the front here, you see Pro Heart. And obviously along the wall there is a couple of bits and pieces of artwork. So it's open Monday to Saturday, 9 AM to 5 PM, and Sundays 10 AM to 5 PM. Adults are $5, children and pensioners $3, and seniors are $3 as well. Dave, you're a bit cold there, mate.
Oh, freezing, mate. In the shade it is freezing, in the sun it's not too bad.
So I guess if you're a brass monkey you'd have no balls?
Yeah, I'll tell you the story why they used to call it a brass monkey.
There is, tell us. So I have heard it before, but it's something to do with the cannonballs used to sit in the brass monkey or something on the old Navy ship, the old frigates and stuff like that,
Yes,
I think.
correct.
Okay, well I just sort of cuffed it, but do you want to tell the people the story about...
That's basically what I was going to say. So it's to do with the old cannonballs that used to sit in the monkey, and they used to go, it is so cold it would freeze the balls off the brass monkey. So that's how it came about.
Yeah, a couple of Rolls Royces. He was a bit of a funny, eccentric sort of a guy. And like, imagine back in the day, driving these vehicles around Broken Hill. People be going, what on earth is there a Rolls Royce doing out in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah.
But wait till you see the other ones over there. He loved painting ants. This one's got ants all around the hubcaps and everything. They're really cool. Okay, we have one Rolls Royce and one Bentley. Dave picked that up. Got the big B is. Thought it might have been your car, Mr. B.
Oh, I'd love a Bentley. I'd love a car like that. That would be awesome, and it would be a great towing vehicle as well. I'm sure of it.
I'll tell you what though, when you get hit by them, you stay hit.
Oh yeah.
They're not plastic like today's cars, and they don't have all the computer chips and stuff that you got to be an engineer just to lift the bonnet up in today's cars. Cars from that era were built to last. Yeah. So here's the old ants around the hubcaps. Check how cool they are.
This looks like the first fleet or the landing at Sydney Cove.
Yeah, well, you've got a few redcoats in there and a few Indigenous people, and you can see the British flag. And I think on the door around there, Dave, if you have a squiz, there's a little bit more of a picture up the back.
I know.
You'll see all the ants.
Oh wow, that's pretty good.
You see all the ants on the hubcaps and then also across the bonnet. So Pro was originally a miner, and he started learning to paint by painting the little crib tins, the little lunch boxes. And this is one of the boxes here. So the miners used to take their little lunch boxes or their crib tins, and that's what he started painting on. He used to paint it for all his friends and that, and a lot of people in town still have a piece of artwork from him because he gave a lot of his artwork away.
To make matters worse, they arrived on their own initiative.
There he is
No
there.
one had laid a complaint. He loved big paintings and he loved big music.
was one of the last paintings that he was working on. So one thing that I didn't mention is they also accept a companion card. So if you have a companion card, they accept that as well. Picnic meeting. Back in the day, out of the bush picnics. So, what did you all think of that? We'll start with you, Dave.
I'll give it a 10 out of 10. Very informative, and I love his artwork. His bodybuilding, everything. He was just an all-round general good guy and an Aussie bloke.
What about that picture of him on the bike cruising through the air?
Yep.
That was only going to end in disaster.
The Great Escape clip.
Amanda?
I love that he was such a genuine family guy that loved to blow things up.
Ross?
I'm a big fan of his art. That's why I bought this jigsaw puzzle this time. I meant to get it last time I was here, but I didn't. But got it.
Yeah, so if you're in Broken Hill or coming through this way, make sure you pop on in. Cheap as chips to go in there, as I said. Very, very cheap. Yeah, come on in, you won't be disappointed. Catch you. So we're at the Broken Hill Tourist Park, which is a fairly big park. We're down in this section. See the ram through the back there. We're beside a camp kitchen, but I'll show you the camp kitchen later. They've got sites all through here. There's a nice swimming pool, a bit too cold at the moment, kids play area, and there's a big jumping pillow in the distance. They've got a little chess board where you can play chess. Other than that, there's a book library. Over the side here you've got a male, female toilets and showers. Fairly clean and very modern. In the middle over here you've got the laundry and the swimming pool. Outback Thai food truck, so that's what's on the menu tonight. They have different vehicles and different things here throughout the week, but tonight there's a bush poet and of course the Thai food. There's your laundry and that over there. Swimming pool, local barbecue area, and the fire pit. You go and have a look what sort of food's on the menu. Spring rolls, Steamed rice, green curry, red curry, mushroom curry, pad thai. That'll be me tonight. So they have a communal fire pit up here, and they have a happy hour from about 4 o'clock onwards. Oh, it's a boy. Anyway, I've just got to blow the froth off of this. Oh. And yeah, wait for some people to come because I'm up here at the moment with all my friends. But hey, never too early for a cold one and a nice hot fire. What do they say? Build it and they will come. Firewood over the back here. And she's quite warm when you stand right beside it. Good firewood. As I was saying, over the side here where the pillow is, I've also got the little chess game through the trees. So you can play a bit of chess. They have quite a few cabins, and all up here is more spots for vans. It's a reasonable sized park, and staff are quite friendly. It's a very clean park, and you're right beside the dead centre of town, or you're next to the dead centre of town. They tell me people are dying to get in there, the old cemetery where we went and had a look at Pro Hart grave. Anyway guys, I'll leave you with it. I'm going to have a couple of cold beers, wait for the Thai truck food to kick in, and Thai dinner tonight. Catch you later. So hope you really enjoyed this video. If you haven't seen last week's video, jump on and have a look. Last week's video was all about Pillars for Pilgrims, alright, which is a non-for-profit charity that looks after veterans, which is near and dear to Roz and my heart. So yeah, as you can see, stuff inside my house. Anyway, yeah, so jump on, have a look, reach out to Adam and the guys over there, and if you can buy some merch, it helps them out, or make a donation, just have a look at the website, jump back and have a look at the video, really worth doing. This video, yeah, Broken Hill, wonderful spot. You'd spend a good week or more in Broken Hill. There's a lot to see and do, and there's a couple of things around the surrounding areas. Alright, so yeah, Broken Hill's an interesting spot. We went to the Chocky Factory, went to the Pro Hart Gallery, we went up to the Big Picture, we went to the Mine Lookout and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, plenty to see and do. We even went and had a look at the pub where Priscilla was filmed and had a look around in there. But anyway, that time again, we know why you're here. Oh, and thanks for all the love that you've been showing us. And we're now over 8,000 subscribers, so the next big goal is to hit 10,000. So if you've got any friends that want to see Australia, see what's going on, don't want to see all the arse and tits that are on a lot of the shows, or people pushing stuff down your throat, just pure information and a bit of light-hearted fun, give them Just Brian Adventures. Anyway, same time again, joke time with Dave. Hey Roz.
Yes, Dave.
My friends all think I'm a magician because I can make chocolate disappear. But what they don't understand is I've always got a few Twix up my sleeve. Catches.